Hey guys, welcome back to Jordan's Room. I'm here with Jade Spooner, the queen of diets.
Good afternoon. Thank you for having me.
No, thanks for coming. So,
we're ready to move and groove.
100%. I think when did we meet? Probably about.
We're fresh.
So fresh.
It's so
I feel
fresh.
like I've known you for ages.
I know. We met probably about 6 weeks ago. It wasn't even that long. I'm not counting or anything.
No.
Yeah, we met about 6 weeks ago, but we really hit it off, hey?
I know. So I remember when what's it called? The boys talked about you, and they said
All
that
good things, I hope.
Oh, amazing things. No, amazing things, actually. I speaks really highly of you, and he said that you guys' office was upstairs and that, you know, we're going to catch up or whatever, get on the piss.
Yeah, so we're neighbours. We've actually got we're pretty lucky. We've got a pretty cool space. Like this whole little domain of Alexandria is really cool.
Yeah, it's sick. How long you guys been here for, Loki? 2 years? You guys been here about 2 years. I remember when they first just opened the space up. How long have you guys been upstairs?
Oh, just about 3 months, 4 months.
You guys have a sick setup too.
It's pretty cool. I mean, so Amal and I, Amal's my business partner, and we came from Google background. So we used to work for Google, and it was all about the environment and the space and the culture. So it was just like super important for us when we moved into our space and when we created our own team that we were going to harvest that good vibe, and we've captured upstairs. It's pretty cool. There's like neon lights, and
it's sick.
We invested in a coffee machine, which is a very important part of the parcel of joining Evolution is you get access to the coffee machine, and we've got
you guys have one upstairs?
Yeah, we've got a coffee machine. We always have stocked food. But you guys, I was saying when I walked in, like, this is mint. Like, this is sick setup.
Yeah, it's pretty vibey. I really like it. Like, it's changed a lot over time as well. Like these offices we're in here, just heaps of stuff. So
I'm super fond of what you guys are doing. You've got a good little click thing going on, and the content's sick, and the merch is cool. I love it.
It's pretty cool. I've obviously just seen Ice grow it over the last few years, and he's just got me involved. But I met them a few years back. But
I do have a bone to pick with you though. I got a bone to pick with you.
What is it?
So you've popped me on your Instagram last night and opened up the question box for if anyone has any questions.
Yeah.
And I don't know what sort of following you're grooming, but I tell you what, they're ballsy. They just dived in the deep end. My Instagram was red hot last night. I'm talking DMs. The dog emoji came in a few times, so you've created a trend there. Following, liking photos from bloody 2017. I was like, Jesus, this is mental. I'm going to bed.
They're crazy. So this is the funny thing, right, is the YKTR and YKTR sports fans are like super, super loyal. They're super engaging, like crazy engaging.
Oh, not that loyal. I could have been someone's girlfriend for all they knew.
They don't give a fuck. They don't give a shit. They're just like, fuck it. I've had like a girl that I've been seeing, like, you know, just like a little tiny bit on the story, and they just run with it. They just go straight. They go straight for it. But no, they're actually a pretty crazy bunch of guys.
Oh yeah.
What they're just sending you dog emojis and
just flame emojis. It's a lot of emoji work, which is that's not good groundwork, guys. Like we've started 10 steps behind. Look, I'm not one to link on Instagram anyway, but I just thought it was funny. I was just like, Jesus, it was just a bloody story and a Q&A. I'm going on a podcast, not a dating show.
So all right, so that takes us into our next space. Okay, so a lot of the boys, as you might know, are like hopeless romantics. Like people.
A lot of the boys, or you?
No, it's me too. But it's most of the it's a lot of the followers as well are like single degenerates. Yeah. They don't know how to talk to girls. They try.
Yeah.
So say for example you're a female, obviously, and the guy's trying to slide into your DMs. What is he? How is he doing it?
Abort mission. We're sliding into a DM here. Actually, it was funny. I was telling my assistant Bree earlier today. We were talking about this because I was just blown away at that activity last night. Like I'm really quiet. You know me. Not much of a dater. I actually don't date at all. So for me, the flying high DMs last night, I was like, wow, this is a lot to handle in one night. Gone from 0 to 100 real quick. But I was telling Bree, I said, it reminded me of something that happened about a year back. And there was this guy, right? And I didn't end up going on a date with him, but that was my own fault. It wasn't his. He did all the right things. But he sent me an email. And he said, you probably get a lot of people that hit you up via Instagram. I just want to do the right thing. I can see that you're a businesswoman. I just want to send you an email and let you know that love your content, love what you do, and I'd really like to take you to dinner. I mean, I'm sort of foolish. I didn't do it, but like, I know, classic. You're probably sitting there thinking, what more can a bloke do?
I know. This is the thing, right? Like I say it all the time. Like, good guys finish last.
No, it's not so much the good guys finish last. It's like it's your girl. Like you got to be. It's just like a guy. The girl's got to be ready as well. And I just think there's a lot of girls in Sydney that either swing one way or the other. There's a lot of people that are just like super comfy, just like doing their own thing. Like I'm in a super sweet place like that right now. And then there's other girls that are just like too overly actively dating. And then you get into that awkward. I actually heard you guys on 10 in the Ken last night talking about the accidental, I've dated her and then met her and then, that girl, met her before, the crossing over.
Oh, the crossover is insane. Like the crossover is insane. So like a funny story, a girl that I was seeing, so I brought her back and I'm super chuffed. I'm like, I'm killing it. I'm about to introduce him to the boys.
I've crossed over the line.
Then we walk in, and then old Corey goes, "Oh, hey, how are you?" I won't name names, but he's like, "Oh, hey, how are you?" And I go, "No."
And you're like, "No."
Yeah, so that
she
hurts.
She was a good one.
Like saying to Bella and Beck, the Sydney's such a small place. Like it only takes one or two people that you go on a date to throw you under the bus, and then
is that a deal breaker for the guy? Like, it was in that moment were you like, look, I'm just going to say that this was all a big fat coincidence, and I'm going to give the girl.
No, for me, it's not a deal breaker. I feel like if you're. Sorry, I was about to say something, but if if you're comfortable within yourself and you don't mind that sort of stuff, then it's sweet. I mean, if a guy had slept with one of your mates, would that be a deal breaker for you, or would it depend on time?
I think it just depends on the person. Like I'm like you, I'm a hopeless romantic, right? So if the fairy tale is going as planned, I'm not disrupting it with my morals at that point. I'm just like, no, this is as it's meant to be. So yeah, I really believe in like, and maybe that's why I'm still single. Like if it's not fireworks, it's not on. You know what I mean? Like that's why I don't really date, because I think it's really hard for me to get excited about a bloke, and unless all the fireworks are happening, unless it's like ticking all the boxes, then she's out, baby.
So fireworks wise, like do you get that straight away when you get like straight off the bat when you meet someone, or is it like a few weeks type thing?
Yeah,
or is it just like bang, straight away?
I think it's a straight away thing, and if it wasn't straight away, I don't think I've got the mental stamina to like the way that like my mentality works. I don't think I'd like stick something out just to see. I don't know.
Yeah, it needs to be like straight off the bat.
The background of me though is like I run a business, and maybe my mentality is a little bit different. I might be hard.
Tell about a business.
I might be hard as nails. Like I might be the worst case of crack. You might walk away from this podcast and be like, I'm never going to have any luck in dating. If this is chicks, like, I'm snookered.
Well, so tell us a bit about your business, because I wanted to touch into that and sort of the like dating side of things.
Yeah, sure. So, and they do very much, they don't link, but they're very much like codependent on each other. Like I am where I am because of what I've done sort of thing, I believe. So basically my business partner Amal and I, back in the day, we were fitness models. So we had the really rigid clean eating diet, chicken, broccoli, all that kind of stuff. And we became educated on the science of nutrition, and we started practicing flexible dieting. So basically it's like an 80-20 approach. You can have your cake and eat it too, and you hit your overall calorie, protein, fat and carb needs for your body, right? So we're dieting so restrictively for so long. And then all of a sudden someone tells us we can have cereal, pizza, pasta, ice cream and still lose weight. And we were the proof in the pudding. We both went through a huge weight loss. Together we lost 50 kilos. And we literally just butted heads, and we were like, why does the world not know about like this? This is bizarre, you know? So anyway, at the time we were both working for Google. I was studying law and media and communications, and she was doing a business and commerce degree. And cut a very long story short, we both quit our full-time jobs, deferred our law degrees. We got on we got a one-way ticket to San Francisco, and we went to Silicon Valley, which is like the tech hub of the world. And we sought to build a mobile app, and 6 years later, 28 staff, mobile app. We did it. So, yeah, it's cool. It's very cool, but
you've got 28 staff at the moment, don't you?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And, really diverse range. We've got developers, so like really high-end back-end
Well,
developers.
I remember coming up to your office, I think it was last week or the week prior to that.
You're a regular VIP in our office.
I walk in, I'm like, hey, what's up, girls?
Hey, girls.
It's almost full of girls, man. I'm always up there just fucking cleaning up. I walked up there and it's such a good environment. It's one of those. It does have a what you see on TV with like the Silicon Valley, like just a free space.
Yeah, it is.
Everyone seems really happy to be there.
And I mean, it was really important for us. Like Amal and I came from an environment where we were free spirits in creative thinking in Google, and that's sort of what we wanted to create. So we want the girls to feel, open and comfortable, and like they can talk and chatter, and the company stands for something. Like we create really good relationships with food. We achieve body transformation results, and the passion is up there. Like you walk in the 2 front doors and it's there. It's evident. You feel it. And that's how we like to lead too.
So say for example.
So I'm single now.
So I'm single. I've been single for 6 years.
Yeah. So I've worked my guts out.
Yeah. So you've obviously been working your ass off for the past 6 years. Have you found that it's affected your time to spend time with people, and because or not spend time with people, but to build a relationship with someone in that? Yeah,
well, I'll tell you how it's changed. So back in the day, so my first relationship was actually 9 years, like on and off for 9 years, and
really?
Yeah, and we were like, I think the thing with us was we were like best friends because we got together when we were 14, and we parted ways when we were like I was 23. We turned into sort of like best friends, and he was my greatest cheerleader. Like he was really, really good. But then I think when push came to shove, like this life that I chose probably wouldn't have happened if I was still in that relationship. I would have probably gone down a different route. But I was in a relationship for a fair heap of like my teens and early 20s. So taking me to the end of that relationship, I was just all business. Like I put that on the line very willingly for my company, and I think I did that at the right time. But going forward, where do I stand now? Like I probably think I would like to incorporate more balance and, not so much get out there. I don't like that word because you don't know what that means. But
you got to get back on the horse.
Yeah, get back on the horse. But yeah, I think like I have a bit more of an open mind now, and I do think you can have it all. Like I think you can do both. But I'm also in a position now where I was in the trenches, I did the hard yards, and now I probably could.
So do you think? Okay, so say for example, you go back 6 years. Do you think you would be where you are right now if you didn't have that? So like you didn't, choose business over.
I'd probably have been married and had kids now.
But been in the same position business wise, or no?
No.
Oh, okay. So
so
here we are.
I was at a crossroad.
You had the crossroads.
And I knew then and there. I knew option A or option B. I made a decision. I actually made a decision and then got on a plane and took a one-way ticket to San Francisco. So I was very decisive. Yeah,
that's such a cool story. And do you still speak to him here and there?
I don't. He's married with 2 kids.
Oh.
And he, you know what? I speak so highly of him. That period of time, it groomed me, and I also was very in his family as well. Obviously, that many years in, he was from a really like beautiful Lebanese family. I've never spoken about him before. It's very weird. I'm just not listening. Anyway, yeah, so he's from a really beautiful Lebanese family, and I was like very welcomed into that family as well. So I look back on those years very fondly. Taught me a lot. And I think going forward, what it did teach me was I don't think I prioritised my relationship. Yeah. I was very young. I'm not going to hold myself to it. Like I was very, very young, but I think going forward now, I think, and that's probably some advice for any career person out there who is very career focused. If you do sort of integrate a relationship in that as well, I do think like you need to think about someone else too. Yeah. So you've got to give that thought.
No, well, okay. So now that you've obviously, you're absolutely killing it now. Are you?
Am I?
Oh, you're killing it. Yeah. Well, what I've seen so far, you're killing it at work. Like, are you interested in getting back on the horse, as we were saying, like going on dates, or have you been going on any dates lately? Oh no! You're gonna stare at me. Would you be interested in going on any?
Yeah, I'm open to it. Like,
You're open to it?
I'm a hopeless romantic. Like, I want to find love. It's funny. I went on Australia Day. My sister and I went to one of our girlfriends' places, and her partner have a new little baby, and they've got like 2 beautiful little girls. And on the way home, like I was driving home with Zara, and they just, even the dynamic between them, like he would talk to her and like put his arm on her shoulder, and then the way they were with their kids and the way the 2 little kids were with each other. I got in the car with my sister and I was driving. I said to Zara, I said, honestly, that is a whole nother meaning of life. You know, that's a
dream.
It is. It really is. And like, I'm not going to say like I'm, you know, doing it tough at the moment in terms of happiness. Like, I'm very, very blessed, but I'm very aware that there's a whole nother dimension of life that is yet to be lived. That's very exciting.
Yeah. And that's cool.
So yeah,
that
I'm open to that.
Okay, grouse. And so where you are with, you know, business wise now, as we say, we're killing it business wise. You know,
well, we've got support now. So like, I've got staff, whereas before, to pull away from that,
just you two.
Yeah. We will definitely.
Do you find guys find yourself and even your business partner like intimidating?
Yeah, I was actually gonna to ask you this as well, because like you obviously know me through and through, right? And I was gonna say, is it? Because my experience so far is they say it's wonderful and they'll support you, but then when push comes to bloody shove, it'll come back and bite you in the ass if you.
Yeah, because I guess it would be, with where the world's moving towards now, like, you know, everything's equal rights, equality, like 100% should be that way. But I do find that guys somewhat find it intimidating if a female's making more money than them or providing more of a life benefits towards, you know, themselves. I think guys do find it intimidating. But say, for example, on a first date, are you, you know, who's paying for the bill? If you because you seem like the type, you seem like one of those ones who just sneak away and then pay for it.
I have a real thing about it, and I have been told in the past, like, just chill the fuck out with that, you know, like stop trying to be Santa Claus. But it's not me proving a point. It's just, this is what I've done so far, you know, like. I support my staff. I like take a real front end on the family front with, you know, paying for things and all that kind of stuff. I love it. This is a huge reason why it was a huge motivator for me, like why I did what I did, because I wanted that free. I love giving. I fucking love it, you know. So like, so it is important for me. It's not me being like, it's not me having an ego or being arrogant or anything like that. I just love doing it. I love, you know, like when you get back to the table and you pay the bill, you're like, it's taken care of.
And then the guy's like,
and I was like,
no. Are you serious? Oh, thank you.
Yeah, like, I don't know. I'm not, I do like nice stuff. Like, I definitely like nice stuff, but generally, like, as a person, like, I'm pretty low key. I was actually, we were talking about, like, the girls upstairs tonight about, like ideal dates and stuff like that. Because today's podcast sparked a lot of conversation about dating, because Amal and I are pretty like tight-lipped upstairs about, you know, all that kind of stuff, just because we don't really have much going on. But anyway, so we're talking about dating and like the ideal dates and whatnot, and I was saying, like, I feel like a guy would look at maybe someone like in my position and think to like pull out the Rolls Royce and then take me to Rockpool and, you know, give me the fine dining experience. Yep. Dead set. You'll not get a second date if you do that. Honestly, I'm just a girl from Menai. I'm just at through and through.
Okay, so this is the thing, right? If you look on your Instagram, it's, you know, you see that you own a business, you're killing it.
You like, do your research.
Yeah, you do your research. You go, how the hell am I going to pull this? How am I going to pull this girl? Like, I've got, you know, I'm one of the boys. I'm a labourer. You know, I'm working in construction. So, but that's when I met you, and you're like, oh hey, this is Grouse, and I'm like, holy
and you're
shit.
Like, wait, is she chalk and cheese? What's going on with this girl?
I was like, where are you from? You're like, oh, I'm from down bloody Manor. I was like, this chick's crazy. But yeah, no, that's the thing. Like, you can't judge a book by its cover. But if you're like, okay, so you're looking to start meeting people, how are you doing that as like a successful businesswoman?
I don't know. I don't even know where to start. I just hope that like it's just gonna happen. Look, right now my status is damaged goods, putting back the pieces, getting ready to get back on the horse. So I'm not maybe quite ready yet. Yeah. But when the time does come, I'm just hoping for that fairy tale. I'm just hoping like catch in the corner of my eye, Prince Charming, he walks over and that's it, Bob's your uncle.
Do you think that gentlemen are there's such thing as gentlemen these days? Do you think that there is?
Actually, let's talk about this.
Oh, cheers.
Okay. And so when I first met you, you actually really took me by surprise because you've got depth. You got soul. I love it.
Thank you.
There's a lot of spirit going on.
Yeah, I am a very... Yeah.
However, 10 in the Ken last night, I had something different to say. No one wanted you to date their sister. So what's going on? Have you been lying to me all this time?
No. It's no, I am. Everything you said is right, but I think it's just more of a maybe.
What is it?
I'm a bit of a scumbag in bed. I'm not too sure, but I have no idea actually. Now that you've mentioned it,
I was surprised when they picked you. I was like,
nah.
really?
I think they just
Simmy?
Nah. Everyone's just kissing Corey's ass, and I had Ice's back. Ice, would you let me date your sister? Exactly. There you go.
You could date my sister.
Really?
Yeah.
What's that about? Yeah. So I couldn't believe it myself. Actually, I was shocked. I could see shocked. Chico wasn't going to let me date his sister. It was funny. The one was with Scope not letting Luke date his sister.
Yeah, no, you got thrown in the deep end too, pal. I was surprised. I have questions.
You need to get him to download your app and me. We're on the bloody weight loss train at the moment too, and Isaac. Okay, so would you consider downloading any dating apps?
No, I won't. And I don't want to be closed-minded or sound like, you know.
You just said no.
No, I am closed. No, I don't want to. I don't want to. It's like shopping for a bloke. I don't want to look on face value. For me, it's all about the vibe. It's all about the energy.
It is the energy.
The energy sells, and that's why, like, you know, back in the day when I was like in my not in my early 20s when I was in a relationship, but outside of a relationship, if you would have asked me like what my ideal guy was, I would have given you about 5 pages and said, go away and have a read and come back to me with who you think fits that bill, which would have been probably no one at the time. But even now, no, I've gotten like there's no criteria because it's an energy thing and it's a vibe thing. And it's also like, for me, it's about the consistency. And I think
anything in life, you have to be consistent.
Yeah, legit. Like, yeah. So I think, and also, for fuck's sake, monogamy, just one bird at a bloody time. Is that too much to ask for?
Hey, no, I agree with you.
Oh, do ya?
I agree
not what
with
10 in the Ken think.
No, I agree with you, you know, but man, you ladies did this to me. You guys turned me into an animal. You guys broke my heart. No. So you wouldn't do any dating apps, no Tinder, no Bumble, no Raya?
No, so Tinder's the saucy one, hey?
Well, Tinder, I've never used Tinder myself, honestly. I've never been on Tinder. I've been on Hinge to check it out.
And Hinge
Bumble.
is like Hinge's
it seems a little bit LinkedIn.
Localized one.
Yeah, it's not really my vibe. It wasn't too bad. It was just like you got to push X, and so the interaction's pretty good.
Does the girl get the right of way, or is that Bumble?
No, they just have to accept that you've before you guys can start engaging. So it could be the girl or the guy. The interaction's pretty good. I just feel. Do you want
to hear a funny story?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so I had this night out with my sister and a couple of the work girls. I
met your sister last weekend, by the way.
Yeah, a hoot. Hey, she's a real hoot.
Yeah, she's the best.
Yeah, if there's any sliding into DMs you want to be doing, she's the real.
What's her name? What's her Instagram handle?
At Zara Spooner.
At Zara Spooner, boys. At Zara Spooner.
Only if you're a nice boy though, because you got to go by the Spooner household first. Anyway, so it would have been about maybe let's go like 6 months ago. I had a night out, right, and me and the work girls, we had like a few drinks, and then me and Zara and my assistant ended up going to Bondi, kept drinking, and we were joking about Bumble. Like we were just having a bit of a laugh about it. I think maybe one of the girls had jumped on it. We were all having a bit of a laugh about it. I went home. I was so drunk. I went to bed, passed out. Woke up in the morning, I look at my phone and I've got a notification, there's bees in your hive. And I thought, there's bees in my fucking hive? What's going on? And I'm looking at, we'd created a Bumble profile for me overnight and I was absolutely mortified. And there were bees in my hive. And I was like, this is no good. But do you know what I'd done in my drunken state? I put everything in. I'd shortened the radius to 5Ks. I was not travelling for no one at that point, apparently. And then, yeah, but anyway, it was good within 24 hours. But yeah, I'm not a dating app kind of person.
Well, I jumped on Bumble I've been on Raya, Bumble, and Hinge.
Ray is the cool kids one, yeah?
Yeah, Raya's very it's very like all the creators, and I was talking to other girls about it, like all the influencers and models and all that jazz jump on it.
How do you feel about that in comparison to like your Hinge? Like, do you think it's a better game plan, or do you think it's worse?
I think the quality is higher, but the quantity is lower in Raya. Yes.
So there's a lot of repeats. I saw her last week.
There's a lot of repeats on Raya, but the quality is quite high, right? Looking wise, I don't know about personality. I go off personality, but
do you?
But Bumble wise, you get the quality and the quantity. So
have you had luck on dating apps?
No, not really. No, I've never been on. I've never.
So if you would, okay, let's.
Oh, actually, no. This is a funny story about. Like, I've never met up with anyone off a dating app yet. Like, I've spoken to a few, but I've never had the opportunity to meet up with any of them. But there was one girl, the only person who I've like sort of had somewhat of a connection with. She came over to our house when we were in the office one day and dropped off pork dumplings.
It's a weight on man's heart, isn't it?
Yeah, she dropped off the dumplings at home, and then I never spoke to her again.
Are you kidding?
Nah, we always laugh about it.
What, she like serenade you with dumplings and then
she just dropped dumplings off, and then I never spoke to her again. I thought that was fucked. That was crazy.
That's really funny.
Yeah, so that's my only.
I don't know what sort of gesture that is.
Well, because the thing is, I'm more of a face-to-face guy. Like, I need to be seeing someone face-to-face.
Do you remember our first date?
Yeah.
Over a crepe.
Oh,
it wasn't a date, guys.
No, it was a date, man. It was a fucking date. No, it wasn't a date.
Put it down in the history books.
Yeah, that was one of the best. Never spoke to her again. No, but I was going to say, so if you're going out in Sydney, right?
Yeah.
What people need to understand, wherever you're listening from, is Sydney's a totally different game itself. Like, it seems big, but everyone knows everyone.
Yeah, it's true.
Everyone's running to everyone. Like, it's quite small, but it's real cliquey. It's I don't know.
The friend connections is what you got to watch out for.
Yeah. It's everyone knows everyone. So, anyways, if you were to go out, like, you say you don't like going on dating apps, where would you, as a female, go out in Sydney to potentially meet guys?
Well, the last person I met was at a cafe.
Oh,
so that was just by chance.
What cafe? Preach Cafe down in Bondi.
Hit up Simi, he's there all the time. No, the last person I met was at a cafe, and I don't know if it's exactly like where you meet them, but I think it's just, I'm a bit of a spiritual guru. I just think time, place, the universe, I think it's all part of the equation. And
so you don't go somewhere just to...
I don't go somewhere
to hunt?
No, I'm not a hunter. No, she does not hunt. No.
Sorry, I started calling it hunting.
And also, I'm a little bit deceiving as well, because I mean, like, I'm not silly. I obviously have a business and I have like a stable job, and like I do okay for myself, but I don't think I look like my profile sort of thing. Like, I got blonde hair. I'm like. I could possibly be taken maybe the wrong way, and you do have
scary. Intimidating?
No, not intimidating. Just maybe like, I don't know, like welcoming.
Yeah, do you reckon? I found you really welcoming.
I don't know.
Where did I meet you again? Sorry, where was it?
At my house.
Oh shit, that's right.
With your friend. Oh shit.
Sorry. What's his name? We'll give him a name. We'll call him. What should we call him? Cookie Monster.
Oh, he's probably
the Cookie Monster.
Imagine him listening, sweating bullets right now.
He will definitely listen He'll definitely listen. But the Cookie Monster.
The Cookie Monster.
Have you spoken to the Cookie Monster lately?
I have a lot of respect for the Cookie Monster.
Yeah.
No, good guy. Like same sort of thing with you, right? Like, I was saying to you the other day, like, I think girls give guys such a bad rap. Like, oh, guys are dicks. No, girls can be dicks, and like, there's a good pull in both bunches, And the Cookie Monster is one of the good eggs. I like him.
It was. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah,
actually.
That was good of you to just throw that on the table.
I was like, wait, where do we actually meet? No, he is he's one of the best, actually. Him and I have only had a small friendship, as you know, I've known him for a short amount of time, but yeah, we got to get him on the potty too.
Oh, he's been introed now, hasn't he?
No, so I've got the Q&A.
The people, what the
right?
people
So this
know.
is called Pillow Talk. This is Pillow Talk. This is just off the
Pillow
cuff.
Talk.
So this is not from me. This is from people that obviously follow myself.
Do you know when I was getting ready for today and when I was like getting my kit together, right?
Yeah.
I had 2 outfits and I sent them to my sister. My sister wrote back, "It's Pillow Talk, Jade, not TED Talk." Because I went a bit businessy at this time. Love that.
I think your sister actually threw in some as well. Zara, at Zara Spooner Boys, that's the one. Okay, so this is just off the question. Yeah. So this is your sister the first time. Okay, this is Zara. This is from your sister.
Thank you, Zara.
Favorite NRL player.
Oh, get out.
That's what she said.
Like player with an ER.
Favorite player, triple A. Yeah.
You know what? I'm not much of an NRL fan.
No, you don't watch NRL. Okay,
No.
so this is from your sister too. Favorite football team.
Zara, what the hell, man?
I know. Okay. All right. Here's a good one. This isn't from your sister. This is from Madison. What is your ideal first date?
Oh, this is a good one.
This is a great one.
Well, we know
So keep in mind as well that we're trying to help. We're trying to help the hopeless romantics out there, being male or female.
Yeah, but
How does it go?
I think I have good advice for this. Just keep it simple. Like, I think guys tend to like overcomplicate things and think they need to put on a big show and dance for girls. But for the most part, a lot of girls are just like, they just like the simple things. It's not so much about what you're doing. It's like how you're doing it. And then we take notice of like the little things, like the hand on the back and the twinkle in the eye, you know, like just keep it simple. Head down to the beach, get some fish and chips, dudes. Like it's so easy.
Nah, that doesn't work.
You're like, I've done
that, man, and like, nah.
Like, what's the alternative? You take them to some restaurant with like
mine.
all the bells and whistles. Does that get you over the line?
No, so this is mine. This is usually what I do. I don't really take many girls out on dates, actually, if I'm completely honest. But if I do, it's Mateo. It's Mateo and Double Bay.
They must love you there. That he's back with another one.
I walk into the kitchen and I'm like,
and another one.
Hey. No, they do. One guy actually, one of the staff members one day goes, "Oh, welcome back. Like, how'd you like dinner last night?" And this is different. I was like, nah.
So
this was years ago when I was young.
If you ever say to me, "Dinner tonight, Mateo," I'll be like, "Ooh, he's taking me out of the friend zone."
Yeah, I'm out of the friend zone.
We're out.
Okay, here's another one. All right, so best way to slide into someone's DMs. Don't slide into DMs.
Bloody hell not. No.
Okay, well, no, okay, we'll say a few.
It's not so much about like, don't do the slide in the sense of like, because last night, right, when you posted that thing, I got like emojis and stuff like fire, love, heart, eyes.
Dog.
Like dog. Like, what is that telling me about you? Like, say something complimentary. Oh, you know what's really good? If a girl's got like a bit of substance in her stories, like say if she's like on a bit of a
coastal walk.
Yeah, like just, I love that one. You know, just try the
right.
Bondi to Bronte. Like, just be insightful. Don't be sleazy, because I tell you, we sniff it from a mile away. You're like, nah, I've been doing it all wrong.
No. I totally agree with you.
Just do good groundwork.
Okay, so if you put something on your story, it's like you're doing Bondi to Bronte, and then so you're saying a guy replied to the story and go, ha ha ha.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck that. Yeah. Fuck, that's grouse.
Yeah, grouse is a good one.
All right, so, and this is straight off the cuff. And tell me if you want to move on. This is not me. These are the followers' questions, right?
Oh, you got that look in your eye. You're going to throw me in the deep end.
Oh, okay, wait.
Is it naughty?
Yeah, no, these are super naughty. All right.
I did say...
Biggest lesson... Oh, actually, this is a nice one. Biggest lesson from starting a business. So it could be from, like, you know, relationship-wise, what you've learned, juggling. Like, what's the biggest lesson that you've learned?
The only way out is through is my favourite quote. And I just think when the going gets tough, just push on through and you'll see the flip side.
Okay. I like that. All right. I'll read it out.
Okay, you just looking at these?
Start, bench, cut. All the boys out of the kennel. So it's who you'd start, who you'd bench, and who you'd cut.
In what sense? Like, am I making a football team?
No, so you're like, it's like who would you date, who would you sleep with? Oh, so who would you marry, who would you sleep with, who would you... But I put it in other words.
Okay, right. Who's in the kennel again?
So it goes Chico, Normie, me, Hoz. But I don't need to be a part of it. That's fine.
You want to be a part of it? Then,
It's all right. It's all right. So make it even.
I'd marry you.
You're married.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you.
would marry you.
Thank you. Thank God.
And what are my other options?
Bench. Fuck, marry, kill.
Oh, we're not even okay. I'd
Marry you. Thank you.
Can they all? Can you have two?
You can.
Let's do it as well while we're there.
Yeah, might as well.
May as well. Kill. I don't want to say that. It's too. I'm not.
Well, just.
I'm not educated enough.
Cut. Oh yeah. Okay.
I don't know. Normie that well.
So you'd cut Normie?
Only because I don't know him. It's by default. The poor guy's.
What a loser.
He's done by default.
No,
I just don't know him.
No. There's no. You don't need to explain it. You cut Normie.
Sorry,
that's
Normie.
fine. That's two in one day. That's.
You got so much heat in the last one, so I feel like we needed
Thank
to
you.
give
Thank
you.
God.
Yeah, we needed to pull you back up from there.
And who would you? Yeah. Okay. That answers all of it.
Are you happy with those answers?
This is a good one. This is my favorite one. I laughed about it earlier. All right. So, what's the best way to support your partner, your girlfriend? Your girlfriend's dieting when she's not as committed as she should be.
Okay, that
it's
is a good one,
question.
isn't it?
I was like, this is what we wanted.
That's a good one. Okay, guys, if you have any sort of like inkling or urge to comment in any capacity on your partner's appearance, whether that be weight or like she's not looking the goods or she's letting herself go, abort mission. Like, just don't do it. Don't do it. Always, even when she says, even if she's looking a bit rough around the edges and she's let herself go for a few months and she's, oh babe, I want to diet. Babe, you don't need to diet. You are perfect just the way you are. Keep going with that. Keep going with that.
How long do you let that slide for?
No,
I'm
as long as you can take it. No, but if they're on a diet, like obviously get on the back foot and support. Jump in as well. I'll do it with you. Let's eat well together, walk together every morning. All that makes a world of difference. But it's so sensitive with females. Like they say they want you to be honest. Like, does my butt look big in these jeans? But never say yes.
Oh, I've copped some backlash.
Yes.
Like, these are your goals. This is what you wanted to do, and then next minute single. Yeah. Beauty. Just trying to tell you the truth. No, I'm just going to pass them through. Here, download this app if you do what you got to do.
Yeah, you can just
so they can
push it
stick
through
to
an
themselves.
evolution. That was a good question. I'm sure so many guys would just get real sticky situations with that.
Oh, all the time,
it's
for
a toughie,
sure.
Isn't it? Especially because, like, imagine like a lot of guys would meet their partner when they're super young and in their prime and they're just like in mint condition, and then a few kids come along and then one thing leads to another. And I mean, like, you love unconditionally regardless, but I'm sure, like, as a female, like, when I start aging, it's gonna get to me. Like, I'll be like, Jesus, what's happening to me? But for the guy, like, they're the ears for that.
Yeah, I think, as you said, like, supporting your partner would be grass, right?
Yeah, just jump on board.
All right, here's we'll go two more. We'll go two more before we wrap her up.
Beauty.
Oh man, some of these people.
When we say they're naughty and cheeky, like, where are they going with these questions?
Well, like, some of them are pretty.
Because just to give some context, Simi and I had a chat this morning on the phone, and I said, "Listen, I'm squeaky clean. I have a business. Let's just keep today PG rated, please."
No, I'm
and because of last night's experience with all the DMs, I was thinking, I hope people don't think this just means that I'm a hot commodity, just like putting myself out there,
Mate, you know what? Fuck it. You got to put yourself out there. Yeah. All right, here's it. Do you have one night stands?
No.
What's your thoughts on one night stands?
No problem with it.
Yeah.
Just not for me.
No.
Just because, like, I think it's difficult. It would be difficult for me knowing, like, how I am, just to sleep with someone one time and then not ever speak to them again. Like, because you know what, and you can vouch for this, right? Like, when I'm getting to know someone, I do like a lot of the deep diving. I love a story. Love a story.
Oh my gosh.
Jeez.
You fucking love a story.
I do love a story. So I'm the girl at the party or at the bar that's in the corner with the one bloke that's going, and then she left me. And you know what? I've never been the same since, Jade. And then, like, so already, so like, I've got the story and, like, I'm invested. So, like, I couldn't just know all I know.
That's me when we met.
But we did. When we just got it. We did not sleep together.
Oh, no. We didn't sleep together. No.
But we...
Oh, eh? Don't need to rub it in my face. No.
No, but like, yeah. So basically when we met, you came with your mate who I'm mates with, but I was like, so tell me about you. And we just went off. You told me.
I was like, fuck, I'm buckled.
So
I'm buckled. Let's go.
So think about that, right? So like, you've done all the groundwork and whatnot, and you've gotten to know someone, and then
Cookie Monster's sitting there like that.
He's like, just give me my girl back.
Come on, man. You're like, shush. I'm like, well, funny you asked. Actually, put the headphones on, podcast out.
But yeah, no, I just can't do the detach and the see you later the next morning. Just not in my genetic makeup.
Okay. Cool. All right. I'm just reading through. We'll do one more. What does the ideal boyfriend look like?
Well, like I said before, no criteria right at the moment. I don't know if that's just me getting to 28 and thinking, look, time is running out. We can not have a rule book at this point. But like honestly, just like I said,
does it go off person? You've got to I believe you have to have somewhat, like you have to be attracted to someone to initiate the first.
In some capacity, but I feel that attraction also comes with that energy exchange as well. So like sometimes, someone could on first glance not be maybe like your type or something, but then when you start vibing, you're like, he's hot. Like I'm digging him, So yeah, I think it comes down to like a couple of things. Like the first one is just that initial vibe. And then the second thing is like what you get reciprocated to you. Like I'm sick of the one-way street. There are no more one-way streets.
Do you think that you're attracted to
love a project?
Fuck boys. The projects. We were talking about that the other day.
It's the project. We were. Yeah,
that's what the girls are attracted to.
It's not even an attraction. It's like you're hurting, we'll heal. We'll do it together.
Where's my Band-Aids?
Where are they? I don't know what it is. Maybe that's like something that, like for me to
that's all girls.
Me to unpack in the future. But like, yeah, I do. I definitely do attract work.
It's the best feeling in the world.
Never easy.
No, because you're a busy girl, you don't want that easy work. So no, but we'll wrap it up there. But no, thank you very much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, definitely. We'll most likely jump back on in the
and congrats
future.
on your new venture.
No, thank you.
YKTR.
I appreciate it.
I'm really in your corner.
It's about time, man. I've been knocking on Ice's door for years, so he's finally answered. No, but thanks. Good. I really appreciate it, and all the best in the future.
Thanks. I'll catch ya.
Thank you.